Hollywood is known for its thrilling action scenes and breathtaking stunts. But sometimes, the line between fiction and reality blurs, leading to life-threatening situations for the actors involved. Welcome to another episode of Brain Feed Lab. Today, we'll take you behind the scenes of some of the most dangerous moments in film history, where the stars we love came perilously close to disaster. Number 10. Tom Cruise. During the filming of The Last Samurai, Tom Cruise and his co-star Hiroyuki Sanada were immersed in a high-stakes battle scene. Both actors were mounted on mechanical horses, designed to simulate the intense galloping and combat of a real battlefield. The scene was meticulously choreographed, with every sword swing and horse movement planned to perfection. However, as with any complex machinery, things can go wrong. In the midst of the action, Sanada's mechanical horse suddenly malfunctioned. The precise movements that had been so carefully planned went completely wrong, causing Sanada's sword to swing wildly. In a heart-stopping moment, the blade arced dangerously close to Cruise's neck, stopping just an inch away from what could have been a fatal blow. Sanada, drenched in sweat and his heart pounding, could hardly believe what had just happened. He later recounted that he was extremely tense during the incident, fearing the worst. Yet, in stark contrast, Cruise remained remarkably calm, his composure unshaken by the near-death experience. Number 9. Jackie Chan, famous for doing his own stunts in movies. He has had many close calls, but one of the most serious accidents happened in 1986 while filming the movie Armor of God. In one scene, Jackie had to jump from a wall to a tree. Unfortunately, he missed the tree and fell to the ground, hitting his head on a rock. At first, Jackie thought he was okay. But soon, he realized that his injury was very serious. A piece of his skull had broken and punctured his brain, causing severe bleeding. Jackie was rushed to the hospital for emergency surgery. The doctors managed to save his life, but the injury left him with a permanent hole in his head.
I have a hole in my head?
A little bit.
That's a hole. Put your finger.
Oh, hell no.
Jackie often shows this scar to remind people of the dangers of his job. Despite this near-fatal accident, Jackie did not stop doing his own stunts. His dedication and bravery have made him a legend in the world of action movies. He continues to inspire many with his incredible skills and fearless attitude. Number 8. Michael J. Fox. During the filming of Back to the Future Part 3, Michael J. Fox had a terrifying close call. In a scene where his character, Marty McFly, is hanged by Buford Mad Dog Tannen, Fox insisted on performing the stunt himself. The scene required him to place his hand between the noose and his neck to prevent strangulation. However, during one take, the noose tightened too much, cutting off his air supply. Fox lost consciousness and hung there for several seconds before the crew realized something was wrong. Director Robert Zemeckis quickly intervened and saved Fox's life. Fox later recounted in his memoir, Lucky Man, that he swung unconscious at the end of the rope for several seconds before Zemeckis realized he wasn't acting.
Doc!
Marty, I gave you explicit instructions not to come here, but to go directly back to 1985.
I know, Doc, but I had to come.
But it's good to see you, Marty.
Number 7. Kate Winslet is a famous actress known for her role as Rose in the movie Titanic. During the filming of Titanic, she had some very scary experiences. One of the most famous scenes in the movie is when Jack and Rose are floating on a door in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. For this scene, Kate had to spend hours in freezing cold water. The water was so cold that it made her body temperature drop dangerously low, causing hypothermia. Hypothermia happens when your body loses heat faster than it can produce it, which can be very dangerous and even life-threatening if not treated quickly. Kate later said that this experience was incredibly hard. She had to keep acting and stay in character while her body was freezing. It was a big challenge both physically and mentally.
But I did get hypothermia.
What? Okay, really? You were really cold.
Yeah, I was really cold.
But why was it actually, it's pretend. Why did they make it so cold you get hypothermia?
In another intense scene, Rose is trying to escape the sinking ship. During the shoot, Kate was wearing a heavy coat. As the set was filling with water, her coat got caught on a gate. She found herself trapped and couldn't free herself. The water kept rising, and she started to panic because she couldn't breathe. It was a terrifying moment where she almost drowned. Kate struggled hard to break free from the coat and the gate. It was only through her determination and quick thinking that she managed to escape. This incident left her very shaken, but she didn't give up. She continued to work hard and finish the demanding shoot. Number 6. Harrison Ford. He has had several close calls on movie sets, but one of the most serious accidents happened while filming Star Wars: The Force Awakens in 2014. During the filming, Harrison was on the set of the Millennium Falcon, the spaceship his character, Han Solo, flies. Hydraulic door that was designed to be remotely closed by a special effects operator was accidentally closed as Ford was standing in the doorway. The heavy door crushed him, causing a broken leg and other serious injuries.
Somebody, so I wonder what this is. And the door came down and hit me on my left hip because I was...
It was so serious that he had to be airlifted to a hospital for treatment. The doctors took care of him, and he started to recover. Despite this scary incident, Harrison Ford continued to work on the movie after he recovered. Number 5. Dylan O'Brien. In March 2016, while filming Maze Runner: The Death Cure, he had a terrifying near-death experience. While filming a stunt involving a high-speed train chase, he was thrown from a vehicle and hit by another vehicle. He suffered severe injuries, including a concussion, facial fractures, and brain trauma. The injuries were so serious that Dylan had to undergo multiple surgeries. His recovery took several months, and it was a very tough time for him. He later shared that he struggled with anxiety and depression during his recovery.
It wasn't easy, you know. It was horrible. It was a very scary thing. But we came back, you know, all got together again a year later. It was like we never left. It was the right thing, too. Had to finish it off.
The accident was so traumatic that he even thought about quitting acting altogether. Despite these challenges, Dylan received a lot of support from his family, friends, and fans. With time and determination, he managed to overcome his fears and anxieties. He eventually returned to complete the film, showing incredible resilience and strength. Number 4. Charlize Theron. In 2005, while filming the action movie Aeon Flux, she had a near-fatal accident. During the shoot, Charlize was performing a back handspring stunt while wearing platform shoes, and she slipped. Unfortunately, she landed on her neck, causing a severe injury. She slipped a disc in her neck, which came very close to her spinal cord. Charlize later said that she was just a centimeter away from being completely paralyzed. The injury was so serious that the production of the film had to be stopped while she recovered. Charlize described the incident as a very severe.
I almost broke my neck.
How serious was the injury? Give people an idea of what happened.
Well, I slipped doing a back handspring and I landed with all of my body weight on my neck and I herniated a disc, physiotherapy and cortisone treatments and, you know, all that good stuff.
As she had to go through 8 years of pain management and eventually had a disc fusion surgery to fix the problems. During this time, she dealt with constant pain, muscle spasms, and nerve damage. Despite this terrifying experience, Charlize did not stop performing her own stunts. She continued to take on physically demanding roles in movies like Mad Max Fury Road and Atomic Blonde. Her commitment to doing her own stunts has earned her a reputation as one of the toughest. Even after such a serious accident, she continued to push herself and give her best performances. Number 3. Jason Statham. During the filming of The Expendables 3, he had a very scary experience. In one scene, Jason's character, Lee Christmas, was driving a truck. The brakes on the truck suddenly failed, and the truck plunged off a dock into the Black Sea. Jason was behind the wheel and found himself trapped in the sinking vehicle. The situation became even more dangerous because Jason's gun holster got stuck on the seatbelt, making it hard for him to escape. Luckily, Jason had a background as a professional diver. Before becoming an actor, he was a member of Britain's National Diving Squad for over 10 years. His diving skills and quick thinking helped him free himself from the holster and swim to safety. Co-star Sylvester Stallone later said that if it hadn't been for Jason's strong swimming abilities, the outcome could have been fatal. Stallone mentioned that the truck, which weighed about 3 tons, sank around 60 feet into the sea. Number 2. Ed Harris. During filming of The Abyss, he had to perform many scenes underwater, almost drowned a few times. The closest call came during the descent into the abyss. Harris was wearing a helmet filled with liquid and had to hold his breath while he was towed along a set. When he ran out of air, he gave the signal for oxygen, but his safety diver got hung up on a cable and he was unable to get to him. Another crew member gave Harris a regulator, but it was upside down and caused him to suck in water. Underwater cinematographer Al Giddings saw what happened, ripped the upside-down regulator, and gave him his own in the correct orientation.
And I sang in there, out of breath, no air, and I'm going, oh, this is great. And for a split second, I really thought I was a goner, and then Al came swimming over, the cameraman, ripped the fucking thing out of whoever the guy was and put his regulator in the right way. Took a big breath and I went, man, okay, let's go up for a second.
The filming conditions for The Abyss were very tough. The cast and crew had to work long hours and deal with challenging underwater scenes. Ed's near-drowning incident was just one of several dangerous situations that highlighted the extreme risks they faced during production. Number 1. George Clooney. He had a terrible accident while filming Syriana. During the torture scene where he gets hit and knocked off a chair, he hurts his spine very badly. The injury was so severe that it made his spinal fluid leak from his nose, and it was so serious that he needed a 12-hour surgery on Christmas Eve in 2005. Doctors had to give him spinal injections and use blood patches to fix the tears in the outer layer of his spinal cord. The surgery was necessary to help him recover, but the pain was so bad that Clooney even thought about ending his life at one point. He also decided to go through pain management treatment. This shows just how much he was suffering. Even after the surgery and other treatments, Clooney still has headaches because of the accident. The injury had a big impact on him, both physically and emotionally. Despite all this, Clooney continued to work and has talked openly about his experience.
You got injured on that set.
Oh, yeah.
You hurt your spine, right?
I had spinal fluid coming out my nose. I thought I had a horrible sinus infection or something happened. And then I did a 12-hour surgery on Christmas Eve. And it's really unbearably painful. And you have to lay down and you can't get up. And
He wants people to understand the risks that actors sometimes face while making movies. These stories remind us of the incredible risks actors take to bring our favorite films to life. As we enjoy these movies, let's also appreciate the hard work and danger that often goes unseen. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.